Okay, so now let's kind of do something that's a little more practical, a little more musical with the pentatonic scale. So what I would like for you to try doing is sliding within, kind of like what we did with the ascend slide, descend slide, right? But instead of focusing on getting to the end, I just want you to like kind of blur the lines between position 1 and 2. That's it. We're just gonna focus on position 1 and 2. So position 1, position 2. And what I want you to do is basically, this is all up to you, wherever you want to do this. Slide over on a random string. So for example, let's say we start position 1. That note, instead of fretting it, I'm gonna slide over. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow me to start on position 2 now. So now, right? So I did the bottom half of position 2. So position 1, slide, position 2. Okay? That's a really cool musical way of like connecting the pieces. As opposed to just going up and down and then like shift, up and down, shift, right? We want to connect them because really the whole all 5 positions is one giant scale essentially, right? Remember, we can also do the pentatonic scale on one string like this. That's the pentatonic scale. You can do it again on the next string if you want it to. What I'm doing there is I'm going through each position, but without skipping a string, right? Or going to the next string rather. So that's one way to play a little more musical. Here's another really cool way. I want you to take a lick, any lick that you want. If you already know a few, let's use that. But I'm going to teach you one right now so that you can kind of get the gist of it, right? So we're going to do this classic little lick thing that you hear a lot in like rock music where it's like that kind of triplet thing, right? So we're not gonna get too crazy with it. We're gonna keep it simple. All we're gonna do is take the bottom string, hammer on, pull off, and then we're gonna grab the next string above. So that's it, okay? So you can play however you want, but that's the idea. And then. So what I would like for you to try doing is, how would that work in position 2? You can't just go, right? Because those notes don't work in position 2. So how would it sound and how would it look in position 2? So the idea is you're hammer on and pull off the bottom string and then grabbing the B string, right? That's the concept of that lick, right? So how do we do it over here? So if we go through our scale, we find that we play these 2 here. So you would hammer on those 2 and grab that one, right? So how would that look in position 3? It would look something like that. Oops. Position 4, position 5, right? So you can do stuff like, right? Little cool, nuggets of ideas that you can kind of move. It makes it sound like you know what you're doing without actually knowing what you're doing, because all you're doing is shifting through the position, but you have one idea. But because it's like going through the whole thing, it sounds like really impressive, right? So that's the cool thing. So try that. You can do this with any lick. Let's say you like, let's say classic one. How would that sound here? Oh, a little higher than that. So it'd be like, yeah. And then over here would be, what we get? Oop, there you go. And then up here, it'd be, no, what would it be? Yeah. Oops. Right, and up here, it'd be a little harder on some of these because the bend needs to be a little higher. Oop, there it is. Trying to get that. Anyways, That's the idea, right? So just take a concept, a little lick that you like, right? It can be simple, right? It just doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be like, all right, how do you do that here? Right? Right? That's all it is.